Hello, gentlemen. Have you ever wondered about the mysteries of attraction and the subtle signals that influence our perceptions? As Charles Darwin once said, "We must, however, acknowledge, as it seems to me, that man with all his noble qualities still bears in his bodily frame the indelible stamp of his lowly origin." Today, let's delve into a topic that merges science and perception. Can women really detect semen retention on a man through smell alone? This intriguing question challenges our understanding of human senses and social dynamics. Join me as we explore the science, myths, and cultural perspectives surrounding this fascinating aspect of human interaction. Number 1. Chemical signals. Certainly. Pheromones are chemical signals released by the body that play a role in social and sexual interactions among humans and other animals. These signals are subtle and can influence behavior, such as attraction or aggression, by communicating information about an individual's reproductive status or emotional state. However, the idea that women can detect semen retention through smell alone lacks scientific backing. Research into human pheromones suggests they operate at a subconscious level and are more about influencing behavior rather than directly conveying specific information like semen retention status. Studies exploring human pheromones have found that these signals are often not consciously perceived but can subtly affect mood and behavior. Body odor, which can be influenced by factors like hygiene, diet, and overall health, is more likely to be noticeable than any specific scent related to semen retention. The notion that a person's sexual practices could be discerned through smell alone oversimplifies the complexity of human attraction and social interactions. Individual variation in body chemistry further complicates any direct link between a particular scent and semen retention. Number 2. Psychological perception. Certainly. When it comes to how women perceive a man's sexual habits, it's not about detecting a specific smell like semen retention. Instead, it's more about how a person carries themselves and their overall confidence. Confidence can be seen in how someone talks, walks, and interacts with others. It's about the way they hold eye contact, their posture, and how comfortable they seem in their own skin. Women often pick up on these nonverbal cues to gauge a man's confidence and assertiveness, which can be attractive qualities. These cues give clues about a person's self-assurance and social skills, which are more significant factors in attraction than any supposed scent related to semen retention. Moreover, perceptions about a person's sexual habits are influenced by broader social and cultural factors. In some cultures or social circles, practices like semen retention might be discussed or valued differently, but it's unlikely that these beliefs would manifest as a specific smell that women could detect. In essence, how someone presents themselves, confident, respectful, and socially adept, is what tends to influence how they are perceived in terms of attractiveness, and not any specific scent related to their sexual practices. Gentlemen, if you're intrigued by our exploration today, why not subscribe to the Soulful Synergy channel? Dive deeper into fascinating topics like this one, where science meets curiosity in exploring the complexities of human interaction. Join us on this journey of discovery. Number 3. Hygiene and diet. Certainly. When it comes to body odor and how it relates to semen retention, it's important to understand that personal hygiene and diet play a significant role. Body odor is influenced by sweat and bacteria on the skin, which can produce distinct smells depending on factors like what someone eats and how often they shower. Diet, for example, can affect body odor because certain foods, like garlic or spices, can be excreted through sweat glands and change the way someone smells. Similarly, hygiene habits, such as regular bathing and wearing clean clothes, can greatly impact how pleasant or unpleasant someone's body odor is perceived. However, there's no specific scent directly linked to semen retention itself. Any odor associated with sexual activities is more likely related to hygiene practices or diet, rather than the act of semen retention. Factors like stress levels, overall health, and individual body chemistry also contribute to body odor, making it a complex interplay of various influences rather than a straightforward indicator of someone's sexual habits. In summary, while body odor can be influenced by diet, hygiene, and other personal factors, attributing a specific smell to semen retention is not scientifically supported. Maintaining good hygiene and a healthy diet are important for overall well-being and can affect how someone smells, but there's no singular scent that signifies semen retention. Number 4. Cultural and social context. Cultural and social beliefs around semen retention vary widely across different societies and communities. In some cultures, semen retention is viewed positively, often associated with ideas of vitality, strength, or spiritual benefits. These beliefs may stem from historical practices or traditional teachings that emphasize the importance of conserving sexual energy. Conversely, in other cultures or social contexts, semen retention may not be a topic of consideration at all in terms of attractiveness or social standing. The significance placed on sexual practices and their perceived effects on health and attractiveness can differ greatly depending on cultural norms, religious teachings, and historical perspectives. For instance, in some Eastern traditions like Taoism or certain branches of yoga, semen retention is sometimes practiced as a means of enhancing physical and spiritual well-being. It's seen as a way to conserve vital energy or promote longevity. In contrast, in Western cultures, the emphasis on sexual practices and their impact on attractiveness tends to focus more on personal hygiene, confidence, and social skills, rather than specific beliefs about semen retention. Overall, cultural and social contexts heavily influence how practices like semen retention are perceived and valued. What might be considered attractive or beneficial in one culture could be irrelevant or even controversial in another, highlighting the diverse interpretations and attitudes towards sexual practices worldwide. Number 5. Individual variation. Individual variation in body chemistry plays a significant role in how people perceive and interpret scents related to bodily functions like semen retention. Each person's body produces unique combinations of chemicals and hormones that contribute to their natural body odor. This means that what one person detects as a specific scent associated with semen retention could be perceived differently by someone else. Moreover, factors such as diet, overall health, and personal hygiene can further influence body odor. For example, someone with a diet rich in certain foods might have a distinct body odor compared to someone with different eating habits. Similarly, stress levels and emotional state can affect sweat production and the composition of sweat, potentially altering how a person smells to others. Because of this variability, attributing a particular scent solely to semen retention is unreliable and lacks scientific support. Any perceived odor related to sexual practices is more likely influenced by a combination of personal factors rather than a direct indication of semen retention itself. Number 6. Scientific evidence. Scientifically, claims about being able to smell semen retention lack substantial evidence. While there is ongoing research on human pheromones and how they may influence attraction and social behavior, the idea that semen retention emits a distinct smell that others can detect hasn't been proven. Most discussions about smelling semen retention are based on anecdotal experiences or cultural beliefs rather than rigorous scientific studies. Body odor can be influenced by various factors like diet, hygiene, and overall health, but attributing a specific scent to semen retention is speculative at best. Furthermore, individual perceptions of scent can vary widely. What one person might interpret as a particular odor associated with semen retention could be perceived differently by another. This variability makes it challenging to establish a universal, identifiable scent related to this practice. In conclusion, while personal experiences and cultural beliefs may suggest otherwise, there is no concrete scientific basis to support the claim that semen retention emits a detectable odor. Human scent perception is complex and influenced by numerous factors, making it unlikely that semen retention can be reliably identified through smell alone. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.